everyone, and welcome to our podcast, The Dark Price of the Spotlight, Entertainment Edition. Well, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Tatiana Liary. I'm a Latin artist. You already know anything that you can know or you want to know about me, you can go to TatianaLiary.com and it's there. Today's episode is really exciting because it's all about voting. It's all about voting, guys. And we have a very special guest. Now, I don't know if I should. I know, right? It's a very special guest. Is someone that's running for sheriff in the city of Port St. Lucie, and I'm very excited to introduce him. So let's say hello to Steven Giordano.
Welcome. What's up, brother?
Welcome. How do you feel about being in our podcast?
Very cool. Excited. Excited for these questions.
We got some crazy questions for you.
Let's do it.
I hope you're
gonna
ready
be like,
for
why
us.
am I here? Why am I doing this?
No Diddy questions. No, I'm just kidding.
No Diddy.
Oh, those are, Diddy's part of us.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me introduce to one of our legends in this podcast is Judah Crombie.
Yep,
You get
there
a
we
short
go.
one every
Oh,
time.
Judah. Wait, am I allowed to chant my own name?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely,
That's
bro.
terrible. Anyway, I'm Judah, and I'm happy to be part of this podcast, yada, yada, and all that good stuff. But next... Oh, wait, no, you do the
It's okay.
introductions.
Next, we have Illa Noize.
Thank you. What's going on, everyone? My name's Illa Noize. I'm a music producer. Credits are Netflix, Hulu, and much more.
He always is only 2, and he has like 90.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
This guy's killing it right
Nice.
now. He's very,
Yeah.
very
Keep it up,
modest.
brother.
Too humble. Well, everything that we're gonna go through today is gonna be all about voting because I think that's very important. And of course, we have a lot of questions for Steven here. Okay, so tell us about you really quick because I know you lived in Port St. Lucie since 1989.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about that. How do you came here?
Sure.
And how it has changed because I feel like everybody says that it had been changed, but since I'm new here,
Yes.
I don't know anything about that.
So I grew up here since '89. Live actually like 3 minutes away by
Okay.
Judah, and that's true. Grew up here with probably right around 70,000 residents. 70,000
And
How
we're
is
at
now?
How much do we have now?
total in the county. We're like at 365.
Jiminy Christmas.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Because of people like me, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm so did I.
Yeah, I
Go
moved
back
here.
home.
I can't.
I know. I came from
There's
Nashville.
no
I was
home
like,
there.
No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. Hey, it's America. We go wherever we want, guys.
That's true. We do migrate a lot.
yeah, that's right. So, do you grow up here?
Yeah, I grew up here since the 3rd grade. I went to Parkway, Forest Grove,
where my
Westwood,
daughter went
and
to.
then Centennial.
Nice.
There
And then I got in trouble in
go.
Centennial, and then I had to go to IRCC.
I don't think I ever met anybody from here, like.
I wasn't born and
Completely
raised,
here.
but
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Three is close
This is my,
enough,
this is
man.
my hometown, though.
Yeah, three.
Yeah.
Since 3 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So you're good. You're a
Third grade.
lifelonger.
Third grade.
Third grade.
Yep.
Grade. Still, I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, something that I was reading about you and I absolutely loved is that you were wanting to donate half of your salary back to the community in
Absolutely.
year 1.
No
Yeah.
way.
That is
absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I'm trying to give back to the community that I was raised in. I think everybody that's in a good position in their life, if you get a position of power, meaning like me running for sheriff, I think that we should. I mean, I get $200,000 a year, roughly. That's what the salary is as sheriff.
Wow.
Why not give back to the community that I was raised in to help out what I feel would be good for the people, like homelessness, veterans,
Yeah, on your
families with
podcast.
disabilities,
Yeah.
families with
Just kidding.
Are you pointing at me? Families with
just kidding.
disabilities.
He's like family with disabilities like Judah.
That's
now.
true.
With
Well, I appreciate
disabilities,
that.
too.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll take it. I just gotta say, dude, that's incredible.
Yeah,
That's
man.
very honorable and amazing because number one, 200. Don't get me wrong, 200 grand. That's a really handsome salary.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're gonna be some like super rich dude because of it. So giving half of that away to help isn't. I mean,
Yeah.
that's insanely
And
cool.
I said that year 1, but we'll be doing more throughout the years. I just don't want to document exactly how much or what I'm going to
Sure.
do. But I just wanted to let the people know I'm not here for politics. I'm not here for power. I'm not here for ego. I'm not here for money. I'm here to be the chief law enforcement officer because I worked for that department for 10 years. I know the community. I can help bring that together. We're going to have monthly meetings at the sheriff's office, which I think every department should do, to bring in the community, pastors, investors, businesses, help make the communities more successful. Because if we can have successful community, then we'll have lower crime.
That's
And
so
we know
true.
who everybody is, and they'll feel comfortable talking with the police. If your neighbor's selling drugs and you know me, say, hey, my neighbor's over here selling drugs to kids. We need to get this guy off the streets.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm here to do.
great.
Build that rapport with the
fantastic.
people.
He deserves this.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you're not, I don't want to call it a slogan, but you're the thing that you say, that you stand
People
behind.
over politics,
People
man.
over politics.
All day,
I
every
think
day,
that
brother.
if everybody started looking at it that way, including the politicians, oh, man, our country would be so much more united, because it's just so divided right now. It's like it's intentional, it's caused division, because then you can control the people better than all that other yada yada. But I love the whole people over politics, because you really
That's how
truly
it's supposed to
believe
be.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to implement to everybody here in St. Lucie County. This isn't about a party. I'm running as a Democrat, but this isn't about Democrats. This is about Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. It's about everybody in St. Lucie County coming together to vote for the best person that they feel would be the sheriff of St. Lucie County.
Come on with it, man.
I
Preach
love
it.
it.
100% behind
And
it.
the best thing is I'm not a politician. Not a
No,
politician.
I never got that from you. When I met him a year and a half ago or whatever it was, you instantly welcomed me into the neighborhood. Were friendly, offered to help if I ever needed any kind of help. So I came over and I get sugar. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't done that yet. But you were super welcoming and legit, 100% authentic is the feeling I got from you.
That's cool, man.
So anyway, just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you,
That's
brother. Thank
amazing.
you.
Yes, absolutely. So many of the younger generations have no idea of the impact that a sheriff could have in a community. At least I have no idea. So can you educate the audience on that and how a sheriff can actually impact the community?
Sure. So, we go to schools, we talk with people, we talk with business owners. And, I think it's very imperative that we have those relationships with the people, because at the end of the day, safety is our number one priority as sheriff. Community, law enforcement working together to have a safe community. So it's very imperative that we have those relationships with the community.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not really rocket science, to be honest with you, running for sheriff. It's really not.
No, it's very common sense type of not policies. What were you saying? There was more of a, because we weren't going to talk policies. We were going to what's that?
Processes?
Not processes. What
What's
were we
the
talking
processes?
about? The way, just basically the way you're going to be operating things. So like safety is huge for me, especially as a father, right?
Yeah.
And what I do like about Port St. Lucie is my daughter goes to a school where there's a police officer there. Anytime the school's open, there's a police officer there. And that was the same thing at her last school here. I noticed that.
2 per school.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it. We'll be keeping it that way then, right?
Absolutely, if not enhancing, having some floaters and, getting to know more of the teachers and building those relationships with the students. Because when I do become sheriff, every single SRO officer I will be meeting with to review every single SRO, because I want to make sure that we have the best school resource officers here at our schools in St. Lucie County underneath my administration at St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Because remember, we have 2 departments. We have Port St. Lucie Police Department, which is in the municipality, and then we have St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. So Port St. Lucie takes Port St. Lucie schools. St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office covers Fort Pierce and some of Port St. Lucie.
Oh, perfect.
So under Giordano for sheriff, I want to meet with every single school resource officer and make sure that, we have an understanding as far as, hey, I want each deputy to build relationships with the kids, with the teachers, with the deans. We need to go above and beyond just supervising, watching, handing out lollipops to, if somebody gets suspended, we need to talk with the parents.
Oh,
we need to know what's going on. If there's we want to stop gangs before they happen. We want to stop,
Nice.
guns coming into school. We need to know and build these relationships with these kids.
100%.
Yeah.
As a father, thank you.
Absolutely.
That right there is one of the most important things for me as far as getting my vote.
Yeah.
Like, is my child's safety.
Absolutely. I got 2 kids as well. They go to public school here.
Oh, so you already know.
Yep, exactly. I love that. So why are you the best candidate?
'Cause
What
I'm
makes
not a
you
politician,
different?
and I'm here for the right reasons.
Boom, mic drop. Mic drop. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's the
Have a good day.
podcast.
Thank you.
All right. What are the main issues in Port St. Lucie that you're looking to address when you win? See, I didn't say
Yeah.
if you win. I said when you win.
Right. I appreciate that. Thank you. So the sheriff is mainly the chief law enforcement officer over the whole county. Port St. Lucie will still have its chief, which will still be over
Okay.
Port St. Lucie Police Department. So the sheriff is mainly over the county, and I'll be mainly in Fort Pierce.
Okay.
So the limit really goes up to about US 1 and a little bit past Prima Vista is the county line.
Okay.
So what was the question
What
again?
are the main issues that are happening that you've seen in Port St.
Substance
Lucie?
abuse, mental health awareness, scams, fraud, obviously guns, or not guns so much, but drugs.
Yeah. So where I came, not to keep going back to where I came from, but
Yeah.
one of the reasons I moved here is because they really dropped the ball with holding accountability.
Yeah.
So like the DA there, for example, but it was the whole system was kind of like this, where criminals were basically, getting slapped on getting a slap on the wrist,
Right.
And they were able to they be back on the street that night, right? So they were kind of able to do whatever with impunity, whereas law-abiding citizens were kind of getting targeted a little bit if they were like trying to defend their businesses or whatever. In downtown Portland, especially, I'm sure you guys seen it on the news. It was crazy. Obviously, that's not happening here. So, can I have confidence that we can keep us from going into that direction at any point in time?
Yeah, absolutely. Bad guys are going to jail, hands down. Bad guys are in it. But we have to have a flip side to that coin. We have to have violent offenders. See you later. People who commit small petty crimes, they need help to rehabilitate. They need we need to have a reform so that because they're going to get out and they're going to be your neighbors. Mm-hmm. So we need to help them to get a job, be successful, coach them, a mentorship program. So that's why at St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, I want to have meetings every single month there to bring in community leaders like yourself and other businesses. So we'll have a role list. So when people are getting out of jail, low-level misdemeanors or even some low-level felons, we'll be able to say, hey, this person's getting out. They don't have a job because not every drug dealer wants to sell drugs. They just don't have another choice. So if you guys needed somebody or a business building those relationships with a business, as we spoke about earlier, there they go. They can start there and then they can work their way up to something else. Because I used to mentor some of the juveniles at Rock Road, and I said, listen, call your mom, apologize, let them know that you're going to make changes when you get out of here. And they're like, okay. And I would tell them, I want you to do me a favor. When you get out of here, I want you to go to apply at McDonald's. And they're like, hell no, I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm going to go to McDonald's for. I said, listen, go to McDonald's, get a job. You could, work at the register, serve burgers, do whatever you got to do there. What I want you to do is when the pest control guy comes in, I want you to get his business card. Okay, so now you got the pest control business guy, the card, you go home, you ask him for a job, boom, you got the job, you just moved up. Now when you're out there spraying the lawns, you go to a lawyer's house, now you're working at a lawyer's house, now you can go be his paralegal. So I just was trying to give him the mentality and the coachmanship just to move up little by little. It's not too late just because you're in jail right now. I want you to stay positive and stay motivated and educate yourself in moving up.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I love that. That is amazing.
Yeah, I love that. Natural progression and using your environment and looking for all the open possibilities. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I've kind of treated my life. And it's a really effective way. Plus, you get the experience too. Like starting at McDonald's, even there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
that's a really good starting point.
Somewhere, as long as you're doing something, trying to stay out of trouble, staying productive, you're earning a paycheck, an honest living.
Exactly, because a lot of, like you said, a lot of these people aren't doing it really out of like it's not something
malice.
They want. Yeah, right. It's not something they wanted to do. A lot of these people just really don't have the opportunities available, or maybe it's single parent homes and they're surrounded by people that they really, what other kind of choices do they have?
Exactly.
So I'm right there with you on that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And when does early voting starts?
October 21st. Early
October
voting.
21st.
Now people have their ballots already mailed out to them, so that's already started. I believe it was October 7th.
October 7th for
they have to register to vote.
No, but when did they receive their early ballots?
Oh, September 27th.
Okay, so they received them maybe starting September 27th, but the 21st you can start early voting.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
And the day of voting is?
November.
Okay.
Well, October 21st and November 5th.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys have time to vote. So please vote. Now, since we are the Dark Price of the Spotlight podcast, what is the dark price of being in politics that you can mention without getting in trouble?
I'm not going to get in trouble. Nobody told me to do this. I'm doing this all on my own.
I love
That's
that.
true.
Yeah. So I think just dealing with a lot of fake people, to be honest with you. I think, politics is there's a lot of people that shake your hand, tell you things, but they're not genuine about it. And that's, kind of disheartening a little bit, because I'm just here to do the right thing for the people. So, if you're not Democrat and I'm running as a Democrat, and they're like, oh no, like you already killed off 50% of your vote, or people won't like you because it's like, listen guys, I'm just because I'm running labeled as a party, don't not look into Steven Giordano and want to vote for me because of a label.
Yeah.
I used to be a Republican. So for me, it's not about the party, it's about the person and what I intend to do for the community.
Yeah, that's why I say policy to me is more important than the party. But
Yeah.
that's could be in alignment with people over politics. Like, what are they for?
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of label you want to put on it as far as Democrat, Republican, blah, blah, blah. What's the policy? What do they stand for?
Yeah.
And I do have a very important question, actually. This one gets brought up a lot because leading into the whole George Floyd thing,
Yeah.
you know how that turned, the whole world was on fire because of how that unfolded.
Yeah.
So a lot of questions for people in your position, especially, or when
Yeah.
you're in that position, is accountability,
Yeah.
right? So if there's stuff like that happening, I'm not saying we're going to have
No, I
that happen,
understand. Yeah,
but
yeah.
could be
Yeah.
corruption, it could be anything.
Absolutely.
So accountability, is that a big part of what you will be doing?
100%. Listen, I'll tell my deputies this: as long as you're not doing anything unmorally or unethically, you'll be just fine. Everybody makes mistakes, but we can't make those types of mistakes.
Yeah.
Those you can't. If a guy's on the ground, he's handcuffed behind his back. There's no need to put a knee into his neck. You can stand there, observe him, and watch and make sure that he's going to be okay. And if somebody says they can't breathe and need help, why are we going to put a liability issue that? Call EMS, roll EMS, have him come out. He's obviously not, resisting. He's on the ground, handcuffed behind. I think he was handcuffed behind his back.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need to put a knee on his neck.
Right.
You can observe him. There's multiple officers there. So that was uncalled
Plus
for.
the
for
fallout.
Sure.
After something tragic,
Yeah.
the fallout, it's affected us all.
For sure.
So,
And I think that's because of situations like that, people are more likely to be either scared of cops or not like them very much.
Well, they will have trust issues for sure.
Exactly.
The big thing is the accountability thing is, so if there's even whether it's a George Floyd type of incident, which luckily everything's squared away with that as far as like them taking care of the guy that was responsible, but like just corruption in general, even it could be certain police officers that are shady, but they just keep getting away with it because they protect each other. I get that. I got a lot of friends and family that are police officers. I love them. I think they do an amazing job. I respect the heck out of them. It's a tough, dangerous job. But they also have to be holding each other accountable.
Yes.
You can protect each other to a certain degree, but once it passes moral, ethical, legal boundaries, that's what a lot of people have problems with.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
We need to keep each other in check and monitor each other. And, it's okay to talk about stuff,
Yeah.
but it's not okay for somebody to put on a gun and a badge and go out there and abuse the general public. That person is not going to have a job with Giordano as sheriff. No.
Good. That's
No.
the
Customer
people are gonna
service is key. People, if you get pulled over, it doesn't necessarily mean you need a ticket. You can get a warning. It's officer's discretion. So if you've never been pulled over before, why not, if your brake light's out, you don't have to have a ticket for that. Officer's discretion, he can give you a warning, and I want everybody to treat you with the utmost respect, because at the end of the day, we work for you. I work for you.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I will.
That's right.
I always have this, I don't know if I can ask you this, but do you guys get paid more if you give tickets?
No.
That's a valid question.
Yeah. No,
I always have a question in my head because I'm like, what are these people doing?
Yeah,
it's
we
like
always
a
get told there's
holiday.
a quota, right? You always hear
No such
there's
thing
a
as a
quota.
quota,
They
yeah.
gotta.
Yeah, I know, and I'm
there
like,
is
it's
none.
a freaking holiday.
Money
like,
goes
is
back
it?
to the county.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're
there's
doing
no
it for the
awards
community.
then.
They're doing it
This
for the community.
week we're giving Officer Lopez the award for the most speeding tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, so
350 speeding tickets.
yeah, exactly. Okay, well that's good to know.
Congratulations. No, that's so funny. Well, that's good to know.
Yep.
Now, has anybody told you that you look like Vin Diesel?
I've read it a couple times.
No, he's way more handsome than Vin Diesel. Come on, let's keep it real. Look at this
Oh my
guy.
God,
The camera
that
can't even
is
fit him in those
so
muscles in the picture.
funny. Illa, do you have some questions for him? I think you had a few questions.
So I'm a music producer, and so I just
That's
want
awesome.
to appreciate that.
really
I want to get your take. What do you think about today's music?
What kind of music? Because I listen to all different types of music.
What's your
man.
favorite music? What genre, I guess?
I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of Christian music lately, to be honest with you.
Oh, nice.
It's stressful going through politics and going through this. So, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and he's
I
got me
love
on this
it.
mission, and
Amen.
whatever he wants me to do, I'm going to do. But, I like house music. I don't listen to too much hip hop anymore, maybe a little bit when I'm at the gym. That's about it. But, relaxing music, spa music. I'm into.
After politics,
telling you.
calming.
no, he used to listen to gangster rap before, and then he got into politics. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
No, listen, when Tupac and Biggie died, I was
Yeah.
like, that's it.
That's been bumping the Pac in the neighborhood.
That's what it is.
Let's have a party. It's you.
Giordano.
I love
That's
Tupac.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
Me
good.
too, me
He was good.
Nice. And then a follow-up question here. So, do you think that the music someone listens to affects their character or influences their actions?
I don't think it affects their character because you can listen to whatever you want. Now, it will affect somebody's actions if they do something due to listening to that type of music. So, I mean, people get influenced, obviously, by music. And I'm going to tell you an honest story. I was in jail. And I said, this is a good one, right? You probably put this on your short. I was in jail, and this guy, and I seen this guy that I've seen a couple times. I'm like, man, you're back again? And he was like, yeah, I'm back again, man. You know why I'm here? And he was like starting to get mad. And I'm like, no, man, why are you here? And he's like, fucking Chief Keef, fucking Lil Wayne, fucking all these rappers, man. I'm listening to all this music, and they got me fucked up. And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Oh my God! You see, so it does.
So it's true.
It is true.
So, yeah, for sure. I get when you're in jail, you know, they're influenced. You know, they're daily living, breathing, eating this stuff, and it's sad to see the kids and the youth, you know, really look up to, I think, the wrong people in those types of positions where you should be looking up to successful businessmen and learning how to make money instead of, you know, selling drugs or doing something that, you know, might look cool to somebody, but it's not really cool because there's nothing cool about going to jail.
Yeah,
Nothing cool about
Yeah,
it.
and that is
Ruining
in
your
the
life.
music. If you
Yeah.
realize, we asked you that question because we had certain episodes where we talked about how much influence I think the music has in our young,
Yeah.
you know, people right now, because it's all about sex and now it's all about drugs, and you're listening to that constantly. It has to some type, you know, give you some type of influence, you know. So it's good that you listen to Christian music now. What's your favorite artist? You would say?
You got a favorite Christian artist too? I want to hear both of that.
Yeah, probably Hillsong.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they're
I
great.
saw
Yeah,
them
I
in
did Hillsong.
person.
Yeah.
I saw them in
Yeah, they're
person. They're
amazing.
pretty good. Yeah, nice. You have another one?
Yeah, last question. So, so I'm sure you've heard some of the conspiracies about the entertainment and music industries, right? Do you think any of them are true?
Can you be like more specific though? Like as far as
Yeah,
what?
what conspiracy theory?
There's
Like,
so many. Do you think there is an agenda of some sort?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody has an agenda. I have an agenda. My opponent has an agenda. You have an agenda. Your wife has an agenda. He has an agenda. Everybody has an agenda. Everybody's a shark. Everybody always has something that they want to do or something that they're trying to get across against or for somebody or something. Everybody has an agenda.
What do you think the agenda might be based on what you've seen?
As far as what?
Just the overall kind of like
music. I mean, I need you to.
the overall trajectory of where we're headed as a culture. You know how we're talking about how music has a big impact and stuff.
Yes.
Well, in my opinion, culturally speaking, we are heading in a very dark kind of direction, right? And as a Christian myself, I'm like, this is a dark kind of demonic direction we're headed in, right? Do you kind of see it that way as well?
Yeah, I think music. You know, I think it was the halftime show last year at the Super Bowl. You had Rihanna was in all the red and all that stuff. That wasn't a good look. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like demonic behavior, and I just think it could have been totally in a different direction, and I think it would have been more positive, and people would have projected that. But why and who do you think's behind putting her in that and doing those types of things? She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Her legs are literally insured. So, I mean, you know, can you make that much money in the music industry? You know, how, you know what I'm saying? How can you get to that level without promoting an agenda?
Yeah.
Yep.
Selling your soul probably has something to do
Exactly.
with
We
it.
talk about the gold
You know,
juice.
so-
If someone asks you to drink a gold juice, then do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So I think there's a lot of people out there that have done a lot of things that they probably regret, but they can't go back.
Yes, because there is a whole thing going on with this thing. I don't know if you ever heard of him. His name's Diddy the Diddler. Did you ever hear of him? Does that sound familiar to you? Or he used to go by Puff Daddy to the older
Sean Diddy
people out there.
comes. He had hundreds of
So
names.
there's a guy named, well, actually, I don't know this lawyer's name, but it was for Kim Porter. It's Kim Porter's lawyer.
Oh,
Kim
yeah,
Porter-
yeah, yeah. Kim
that's-
Porter, his
That was his
ex-wife.
baby mom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
is no longer with us. She developed some mysterious illness or whatever it was.
Pneumonia? Yeah.
But anyway, he sat down. He's been doing some interviews, and he's saying the stuff that he has basically in his possession will bring down the entertainment industry, not just music. We're talking Hollywood.
That's good.
I mean,
bring them down.
And it's like, this is such a big deal that the question is, okay, on your level, on a police, how do I word this? So
Law enforcement?
on a law enforcement level, I don't think that they have the kind of power that the elitists do. So I think the protection is coming from way up higher. So somebody like a police officer, I don't think they would probably even have the say-so to arrest somebody like a Diddy. If somebody up higher is like, no, don't touch them.
When you say up higher, these people are on a different level.
Yeah.
Different level. When I say that, like let's just start at the top, right? So when you start at the top and you work your way down and you trickle down to like just a local level like us, it goes above and beyond us, above and beyond them, above and beyond them, above and beyond them. So it's you're going to look the other way. You don't have to worry about the state attorney. You don't have to worry about the judge.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
It's a big pyramid. So when you become sheriff, you will be answering to what, the governor?
He's
so
my boss ultimately.
Okay, so the
What if
governor
they tell you
ultimately-
that? What if they say, hey, we have to let Diddy go?
What do you do? Are you going to take Diddy down if
Diddy's going down.
Okay,
man.
good.
Yeah.
You got my vote, man.
Yeah, you definitely got my vote too. Do you guys have any more questions for him?
Well, I think the people want to know, how much can you bench press?
So I actually don't bench press anymore because I hurt my shoulder.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hurt my shoulder. So now I just do like cable flies and cable presses and a lot of more free weights.
That's the way to go, honestly, for
a
old
lot
guys
more,
like
even
us.
machines now. I meant more machines.
Oh yeah, machines
Yeah,
are very
yeah.
forgiving on these old joints
Yes.
of ours.
Yes.
You guys,
Wow.
you and
Yeah.
Josh will know soon enough. Trust me. There's a hump that you get over, and then it just hits you, right?
Yes.
So yeah, those
That's
shoulders.
so funny.
Yeah.
Well, we're very happy that you came,
Yeah, thank you,
and
guys.
did the podcast with us. Is there any message or advice that you want to tell the people of Port St. Lucie?
Yeah, if you guys aren't registered to vote, please get registered to vote at slcelections.com. I think you have till the 7th of October to get registered to vote, so don't wait till the last day. And then November 5th is the ultimate day of voting. Please check out giordanoforsheriff.com. People over politics.
All right. Well, thank you so
you, guys.
much.
I really
I'm super
appreciate you having me.
excited,
Thank
and
you.
I hope you win, and I hope we
Thank
can
you.
have you back.
Thank you. I got
Will
a yard
go
sign
back?
for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I want one too.
I got you, buddy.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time.
La, la, la.
La la la.